Brand new fast track. This tractor is definitely overkill for that trailer. But I think you'll like it. Are you planning to plant with that tractor? Does that look like cotton's ready? Cotton field there. Yeah, that's ready. So is that field and so is that one. And the grass is ready. So cotton, that's oat. Oat and canola are all ready. And this field here can be barley, seeded with barley. Yeah, we got... You don't have what? No, no, you can do whatever. I'm good with whatever. And also bought this. Honestly, with this, it's almost worth bringing a silage pit back because it can pick up silage. But I guess that John Deere tractor right there is helpful too. You got another cow. Sun's coming up. Some barking going on out there. Cool. Hey Jack, that comment for some reason took a while to show up. When's my next trip? I leave Monday very early in the morning. I'll be delivering in Trail and Nelson. What do I typically haul? Lumber. Lots and lots of lumber. Lumber and glue lamb beams. That's usually the most... And so it's usually lumber or glue lamb beams leaving the Kootenays. And then some kind of building supplies on the return trip as a backhaul. Like right now on the load I've got like concrete bags, cement, concrete blocks. I've got some rough cut lumber, 4x4 type of rough cut lumber, and lattice fences. But I just delivered this week a 10-foot wide load of glue lamb panels to the University of Victoria. So I got to take the ferry ride across the straight to the island, which is really cool. But most of the company hauls, the flat deck division hauls lumber between Kootenays and Vancouver. Usually Mitchell Island or something like that. So most of our hauls go back and forth there. There's stuff going to Calgary as well. quite a few runs to Calgary, but I mostly run down to Oregon and southern Oregon and southern Idaho. What's that? Yep, shingles. Yep, haul a lot of shingles back from Portland. Recently, we've hauled a lot of wood pellets down to Sandpoint, Idaho. Apparently, I'm not close enough. Yeah, home every weekend, either Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. If I get home Friday like at noon, I'll probably leave Sunday at noon. I like taking 48 hours off. A lot of guys only take 36 hours off and they're back to work, but I like my 48 hours off. You've been selling barley? Oh, but we slept overnight, so. Barley is, oh yeah, really high price, so I don't have a lot in here, but I might as well just go sell it. There's more barley in storage? Okay, let's go fill up what we have in storage, sell that. I'm company driver. They just gave me a brand new, off the dealership lot, brand new W900L. So I'm trying to get used to that new truck now. Before that, I was running a Peterbilt 567, and before that was an International Pro Star. But this is the first time I got a brand new truck. And they purchased this truck, and I'm going to try to hold on to it as long as I can. I always say I like to run them until they're about 500,000 kilometers and then let someone else have it. That's when they start having problems. Most of the newer company trucks are manual transmission. A lot of them are stick, but they've been leaning toward a lot more than manual transmissions. I always request the automatic because, you know, my broken ankle years ago doesn't like manual transmissions. Yeah, and the company pays for everything. Like if you have to tarp a load, you get extra money, and every pickup you make, every drop off, you get extra money. Wide load, you get extra money. Long load, extra money. Short hauls, you get extra money. Chaining up, you get extra money. So basically, you get paid for everything you do. Yeah, my ankle doesn't like all the clutch pushing. Although the veterans don't even use the clutch, so really I don't really have an excuse there. If I practice enough, I wouldn't have to use the clutch. but I don't mind the automatic. Took a little while to get used to it, especially up a steep hill on a slippery day. I spun out a couple times because I didn't know how to use the automatic transmission, how to make it do what I wanted it to do, but after a bit of practice, I've got no problems climbing hills now with the automatic. What is a really good price? Do we have a lot of potato? I, that's not a lot, is it? That's we could sell it. I don't. We got more potatoes planted, so we could sell it. If I tab to the potato trailer, I might sell it. Let's just drive right through our farm and position this at our next field. I want to harvest the oat that's up there. They don't even watch the tack. No, they just listen. They just listen to the engine. They're good enough that they just can hear their engine and go, okay, that's the right sound. Switch. Shift. They don't even look. You could remove the gauges on those trucks and they would drive just as good as they do right now. Like, in fact, when I was going to school, when I was practicing the shifting, I was watching the tack when to clutch, and the instructor all of a sudden just took a piece of paper, covered the tachometer, and said, okay, now just go by feel. And honestly, I shifted better when I went by feel instead of paying attention to the tack. Oh, here's the truck with the potatoes, so let's go sell some potatoes. This trailer can actually hold a lot of potatoes. At 60,000, how much do we have left in the potatoes? Yeah, I think I'll just sell the one trailer worth. This game, the trucks are pretty simplified on the inside. Nothing like American Truck Sim, where it actually feels like I'm driving the truck that I'm driving. Clean up that combine in a bit too. Whoop. Yeah, I've only been trucking for 3.5 years now. So I still consider myself a fairly rookie driver. Not rookie, but still I have a lot to learn. It was at the vehicle shop, right? Dang it. Stop selling. Better price over here. Selling at the wrong place. Just giving away money, basically. Giving away money. There we go. Don't take any corners too fast. I don't need to tip this trailer over. Somebody washed the trailer and truck. Looking pretty nice and shiny. Yeah, learning double clutching, that's, yep, that I remembered. School here is not mandatory in BC. It will be very soon. But school in BC is not mandatory, so I paid a lot of money to go to school because I wanted to learn how to properly drive a truck. Um, yeah, double clutching took a little bit to learn. And where were you in the fire department? I was on the fire department in Plum Coulee, Manitoba. Small little voluntary fire department. A lot of fun. When I left the department, I took my helmet with me. I'm like, here's a donation for the price of this helmet. You can buy a new one. I'm taking the helmet with me as a memorabilia thing. Maybe someday I'll return it to the town. Let them put it in a museum. I'm really dating myself then. Basically, I don't intend to return it until it belongs in a museum. Oh, you kept your helmet as well. Awesome. Yeah, it's sitting in the kitchen. my sister just goes, "That's a good idea," and did the same thing. She took her helmet with as well. It's like, that's my helmet. The scars on it have good stories. My favorite story is the number on the helmet is all bubbled up. So you got all these little blistered bubbles on the sticker on the number on the helmet. You know you got too hot when. And that happened not at a structural fire, not at an emergency. The town of Plum Coulee put on a bit of a fair, and the fire department was in charge of the barbecue fire. That's a fire department. How can we not have a real fire for barbecue? Someone miscalculated how hot, very dry wood would burn when you stack it up. People had to literally bring their roasting sticks to the fire department, and we had to roast their hot dogs and burgers for them because it was so hot that my helmet stickers bubbled up on it. The most heat I've ever been in was at a barbecue. Is there a baler parked in there? No baler in there. We'll park this in there. Oh, come on. Do I have a job for this tractor? I have a seeder out there already, right? Yeah, the seeder's out there. I think we'll just park it for now. Don't think potatoes are ready for harvesting, are they? Oh yeah, they're still growing. Chat seems awfully quiet today. But then again, probably nobody's expecting me to do a live stream this late in the evening, so our regulars are not expecting me to be here. And I already did a stream earlier in the morning, so. But I got done organizing the brand new truck, so time to relax. Where's the stump? Can't, there it is. The tree is going to stay standing? Sure, okay. The tree wants to stand. I mean, the stump is over here, but where's that last stump? Right there. Did it just disappear? What? Hey, thanks, Jack. Thanks, Jack, for joining. I can't see. Looks like it's gone. Okay. Like if Jack hadn't joined, there'd be nobody to talk to so far, so really appreciate it. Hmm? What? I'm sorry, Jess. There was a Jess to talk to. Farmer Joe feels like I insulted her. Well, if you want me to talk to you, you'll have to leave comments in chat. That'll be the next headline, right, Marka? Wife joins husband in game chat just so he will talk to her. You know what? That might actually be true for some people, which would be really depressing. But it might be true. Yes, we're going to plant that whole field with barley. That field's changed a little bit, the shape of it, so it should be a little easier to seed it now. Put the shovel, put down the shovel. It's weird that my chat is delayed by so much. No, it always is that way. I don't have my phone up. When I have my phone up, I can respond to people on the phone long before it shows up on my computer screen. Speaking of shovels, I was going to take the snow shovel off the truck. Don't think I'll need that again until fall. Why is everybody picking on me? I had a rough day? Oh, I had a rough day, guys. I need no participation points. I said no to a cookie? I didn't say no to the cookie. I said no to the participation point, but you can still get a cookie. You can never say no to a cookie. Hmm? I'm the cookie monster. How would you say no to the cookie? I think if I had a trucker name like the old CB days, where people had handles, I think I'd be Cookie Monster. Notice it takes about 20 minutes when someone replies to a comment in the videos before notification. Really? Before you get a notification pop up. Well, I don't know what a potty party is, I was going to say, but... I miss comments because they never show up. Like some comments I never get notification. YouTube definitely has some issues with comments. It's like, oh, so-and-so, I'm looking at an old video or something and it's like, hey, somebody commented here and I didn't reply at all or didn't, like, I don't remember this. It was a good question and why did I not get notified about this? Like Linda says all the time that, this is a video I haven't seen before and I didn't get a notification. It's like, yeah, that's YouTube. It's getting so bad that a lot of the bigger YouTube channels are setting up mailing lists. They're always advertising, join our mailing list, that way you don't miss any videos. And like, YouTube, you're failing if that's what the content creators have to start doing, is setting up automated mailing addresses when videos get released. Hey, there's a tree just laying over there. I think in that, yeah, it looks like there's a tree laying there. That's why I try to release a video. I schedule the videos all to be released at the exact same time every day. That way people know what time there'll be a video. That way if it becomes a pattern or a habit, people go, hey, at this time the video will be out. Oh, it's after this time, let's go watch that video. Try to be consistent that way. Live streams, yeah, those are not consistent, but I mean they should be, but they're not. So yeah, there's a tree there that I somehow missed. Yeah, Is there a stump there? Nope, no stump. Yeah, I don't know what they're making. It smells pretty good. Some, like, we got our windows wide open, so some neighbors are making some pretty good food. It definitely has a very spicy flavor to it. Might be Indian, East Indian. Has a spicy. It's either Asian or Indian smell type of. I would say East Indian smell. And then there's also a lot of comments that show up in my need approval that don't show up under my need approval tab. It's like, well, of course I'm going to approve that comment. Why did I not know about that comment? Why did that sit unapproved for days? Just checks that tab often because it's buggy. How far back do I want to go with that? We had dessert before dinner? Yeah, we did. Is that too wide for a road? I guess as we have bigger equipment, it's no harm in having a bit of wider road. We'll see where I plowed on the other end here. Maybe I'll build the road and if it seems too wide. Well, the fact that I already plowed further than that over here makes me think it is too wide for a road. What kind of beans? That's important. You know that rice and beans is Belize's official meal. It's definitely made differently. Rice and beans is made very differently in Belize, but that rice and beans is Belize's black beans. Just guessed right. She goes, well, probably black beans, maybe pinto, but she got it. Rice and beans is the Belizean thing. Okay, I think that's kind of outlined the field. We'll use the bigger plow for the rest. Yeah, yep. I grew up with beans, so I put beans on all my meals. Beans and chicken, beans and rice, beans and everything. Beans on my tacos. Hmm? I like my beans. Lots of iron. Lots of iron. Not necessarily. The way my mom makes beans, gas free. She gases them. She pre-gases them. My mom's beans, you could eat as many beans as you would want, and there would be no gas. So she takes the beans and soaks them in water. Just lets them kind of float in water. Lets them sit there long enough so that all the gases, like you see these beans bubbling away. But yeah, she soaks them. I don't know, she soaks them several, yeah, they have like several washes, like different water to, she's got this complicated method that goes through and degasses them. Hey, Ghost Bear. Yeah, is that a thing? Should I just change my stream name to the food channel? But I got up really early today morning, so I should probably think of bed eventually here. 5 hours later, still be sitting here and playing. 'I intend to start work on Monday at 4 a.m., so probably better to keep a sleep pattern of going to bed early. Probably would be a good idea. I'm not quite ready for that yet. Uh, Never wake a sleeping bear. So, are you planting this? Are you planting 24/7? Or maybe not 20, but are you planting 24 hours? Because I know when a field's ready to plant, it's ready to plant, and when a field's ready to harvest, it's ready to harvest. You know, when I was working on the potato farm, I got an hour left. Yeah, we would plant till way, or harvest till way at night, dark many hours, go sleep a few hours, and then get going again. Sleep and work. Hmm? Um, give her some time to get some extra sleep tomorrow. Let her nap tomorrow. Leave the house, go planting. Give her some peace and quiet for a nap so she gets some sleep tomorrow during the day. Hey, if those wheels aren't turning, I'm not making any money. Did I just completely slaughter a saying? Isn't there a saying like that? If the wheels aren't turning, something, something. Yeah, something, something. So I got the big bud parked over there, wanting to seed this field, but I really would like to plow all of that first. Well, y yeah, leave Mama Bear alone. You're in danger. Forget the marriage, your life may depend on it. It's funny, I said I felt like a chocolate bar and I haven't touched the chocolate bar. But I did drink all my water. Barley seeded. What tractor are you running? Is it got dualies on it? Okay. Could you attach the big plow to that tractor? The brand new field? So you're in the R8, big John Deere R8, the brand new field I'm building down there. Yeah, make sure she knows you're really, really sorry, and you know it made her feel like you didn't care and you didn't mean to do that. Don't make it worse. And when I say plow, I mean the, oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's really a big chisel plow or a cultivator, but not the white. Oh, the big. You used that on the with a big bud. Got it. Sure. Well, that's some good news. Just don't wake her up when you get home. Basically, field 45. And the field still needs some trees removed, so it can't exactly plow it yet, but if you at least park that tractor there, it'd be helpful. Whoa, whoa, what are you doing, header? Does this already have the right GPS? It does. Getting the cotton harvester ready? Yep, the cotton's ready for harvesting as well. No, you didn't have to plant barley first. That was your rule. Four and a half bales, I think. Oh, so probably 5 bales, yeah. Because there's half a bale in the harvester already. I think with people like deep sleepers, when you upset that deep sleep, it's a lot worse for deep sleepers than light sleepers because it takes forever to fall asleep again. lot of liming there. And this field's going to need lime too. About time we get the whole field limed evenly. And I'm going to be liming the field down there, so we may run out of money just on lime. We're not going to finish this field today, so I'll just do this without GPS because I don't. Did we change the GPS at all with the harvester? Probably did, didn't we? We'll just set it like that. More drama. You missed drama. That's about it. No, I don't like drama. I think Farmer Joe and I know each other well enough that we avoid most drama. I know, I always just go, okay, that kind of really irritates me. Why would she do that? And then my first thing is, okay, I'm sure she didn't mean to do that on purpose. Let's find out why she did what she did. I always try to work on okay, she didn't do that on purpose just to aggravate me. Why did she do it? We're pretty good at figuring that out. Like, hey, I said something that offends you. Okay, instead of getting angry about it, I'm sure you didn't mean to offend me. Let's have a conversation about what did you actually mean and why did you say that. I think we're pretty darn good about that. And also trying to have a serious conversation when you're tired is probably not the best time to have a serious conversation. That's actually, yes, people give that advice all the time. Don't go to bed angry. The better advice is just go to bed angry. Let's both get rest and have a civilized conversation tomorrow when we can both think more clearly. So go ahead, go to bed angry. Yes, don't forget about that conversation. That still needs to happen, but go get sleep and let the emotions cool down a bit and have a real conversation. Yeah, anytime we've had disagreements, it's when we were both really tired and neither of us had the ability to give the other person the room to go, okay, you're having a bad day. We're both having a bad day and we're both not cool about it. So when we do disagree and have arguments. It is when we're both really tired. Wake up happy? Yes. Don't you wake up happy? Life is better when you wake up happy. I know I have a rule when I wake up in the truck in the morning. My first radio station I go to in the morning is always a positive and encouraging radio channel. Got a Sirius XM, something positive, encouraging. And once you're tired of that music, then switch to something else you want to listen to. So if you start every morning as a blank slate, it's really important to focus your morning on positive things so that the rest of the day stays positive, I guess. If, so a drama text first thing in the morning kind of hangs over the whole day, doesn't it? I know when, like I said on the radio, when I start first thing in the morning in the truck, I go positive, encouraging type of music. If I start the day with some kind of crime thriller, fiction, or true story crime, or something like that, or some news, I listen to news first. I just find the whole day gives you that kind of mood then, right? So I refuse to listen to news first thing in the morning. In fact, I'll be honest, I don't listen to news for weeks in a row. Yeah, most of my news comes through Jess. She listens to more news than I do. That's my advice to people. Listen to something positive in the morning, something that'll relax you. There's our new JCB, huge tractor. Come on, empty it, empty it. Yes! Bring it to the store. It frees up a tractor. You'll you'll have to use a John Deere to fill the self-driving one, but it'll work. Frees up a tractor. What's that? The peanut farm videos? No, we haven't watched that for a while. They did peanuts and cotton. What was it? What was the name of the channel? I found them to be quite aggressive characters. Very, very vibrant characters on that, and there's only so much of that I can take. They were cool people. I enjoyed it, but overwhelming. Not between the rows, or No, something rose. In the rose, something rose. Yeah, it's a good idea to say okay to that. Yep, yep, get her anything she wants. No, not within reason. Get her anything she wants, even unreasonable. Extra 40 grand for that. Extra 40 grand a line. Yep. I think I'm gonna call it a night though. Clean this up, fuel it up, wash it. Oh, clean it up would be washing it. Do the oil changes on it. Is that better? Speaking of my lights are on, I showed Jess my new headlights on my new truck. Bright daylight at 2 p.m. I turned my high beams on and the trailer parked in front of me lit up like it was glowing. It's like, and this is why I get flashed everywhere I go now. G'day, Marka. I've got those brand new, fancy, really bright white LED headlights. They're so bright that in town, someone suggested this on the radio. I was listening on the radio and I was complaining about the lights, but they were so bright that in towns I actually turned them off and just let the truck run off of the daytime running lights. No, they're not set too high. They're just that bright. I don't know. Like I've seen other halogen lights like this on the road and they blind me all the time too. They're just really bright. They might be set wrong. Maybe I'll next time in the shop I'll ask them, see if they're set a little too high. Because they may be shining up into the trees instead of onto the road. Shutting off the 9 or the 8RX. So we have an 8 on this farm as well, but not the RX. Hey, that's not bad at all for your first day of planting. What are you planting, by the way? I should not be trying to start a new conversation. I should be trying to go to bed. Yeah, but it's brand new from the dealership. You would think they would set it right. The angle of the lights right when it comes out of the dealership. But you never know. Maybe it isn't. Corn, planting corn. What? Yeah, yeah, maybe I'll get the shop to look at that. It's a good idea. Just to make sure. that if we can turn them down a bit, even if they're not set too high, perhaps set them down a little bit lower than. My alarm's going off telling me to go to bed. Well, Marka, the load doesn't actually push because with these trucks with the air ride suspension, the airbags just fill up. So the load actually does not change headlights on these big rigs. Not like they used to, and on pickups for sure. Like when I'm driving my pickup, it adjusts the load like crazy when I attach a trailer to it. But on my rig, the airbags will just inflate and put more pressure on the, so it rides exactly the same. All right, I'm parking that. We're gonna save. What's that? You're good? Yes, the airbags equalize the. Yep, they will. The more pressure you put on the truck, the more pressure the airbags will go. Yep, it's a pretty cool system. Each axle actually has 4 airbags, so that's 8 airbags just on the drive axles. And there's a little so on the axles there's this little arm um, that controls how much air goes into the axle. So this little arm is attached from the frame to the axle, and as soon as you put weight on the load, the airbags compress and the arm starts tilting. It automatically releases air, so the airbags fill up again till that arm is straight. So the whole time I'm driving, every bump, it will equalize the air that quick on that airbag that it will keep the truck very even on a bumpy road. You can hear it losing air, adding air, losing air. It makes it such a smooth ride. It's amazing how smooth the Kenworth ride is compared to the other trucks I've been in. Like the Peterbilt was the roughest ride I've been. The International was a fairly rough ride. But these Kenworths with the 8 airbags for the drive system keeps that truck so level, it feels like I'm in a cruise ship now, right? It is a smooth ride. It's pretty cool that it just evens that truck right out. And then I can manually, in the truck, I can hit a button and it will lower the airbags when I want to back underneath a trailer. Or let's say the trailer landing gear is too high, I can hit the other button and it will raise the truck so I can fit underneath the trailer and match the trailer height to back underneath. So I can, inside the truck, raise and lower it. So if I wanted to, I could hit that switch to raise the back up and then my headlights would aim even lower. But then you take out the cushion for driving, right? So you're filling them up to the max. So that wouldn't be a great option. But yeah, it equalizes the load. Like this week driving that truck, I know one of my friends just goes, "So how's the ride?" I'm like, "Yeah, you weren't lying about Kenworth's the extra airbag system. How smooth of a ride that is. It's pretty smooth. It's good. It's good." But anyway, I'm out of here. You guys have a good night. And yeah, I think I'll get the shop to look at the angle of the headlights to make sure they're adjusted correctly. I bet I could just Google it where it's supposed to be and drive the truck right up to a wall and measure the height type of thing, and you could do the math that way too. But yeah, it's definitely the Cadillac of trucks. Definitely. Because I remember we used to do that with the old pickup. We would drive it up to the wall and then adjust the headlights on the wall. Make sure they're facing right. Motorcycle. Motorcycles are out. But yeah, I'm out of here. Thanks again for watching. This has been fun. You guys rock.